I like the buff.
Never been buff.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the first time for the first time. For this one
Hello.
specifically.
That's how we're starting.
Everybody, that's how we're starting. I cold open, but we
Just-
just so happened to not be having much conversation right at that moment because I was giving you those couple of updates. Welcome to a gruesome tale.
We back.
Yo.
It's
Ow,
been
ow.
in the works for a while. No, it'd be season 5. Yeah, series 2. Yeah, it'd be season 5 if it was the same, but of course I am not the same DM. So
Like season 5 and it got picked up by like a different production.
It's a spin-off.
welcome to the My Hero multiverse.
She brought back most of the actors. One dude is like the lead replaced by a POC and no one talks about it. It's Disney, folks.
Oh man,
We just got sued on like 4 levels.
Disney, I'm sorry. I
I'm not
apologize
sorry.
on his behalf.
I need to do something really quick now that I got people sitting. We're still using @MHA or exclamation MHA, and the CloudBot better fucking be working this time. It better not have shut itself off again.
I don't know, man. It's been a while. She likes to go to sleep.
No, she's still going.
All right, there you go.
She's still going. It is the same list currently. There are no special extra rewards yet. I guess something for me to handle. I am starting you all off at 0 hero points. I don't know where the fuck you were at the end of
Big ol'
my
0.
hero. Good. See, Kite was off at 0
Sorry,
anyway.
Reese. Oh, I had.
And 0 prestige.
Ito
And
had 2,
you're only going to be
but
Ito
pro-
for a little while as well.
Yeah.
Couple things before, since we're already having you ask about that, PJ. Couple of things we're starting off. This is going to be a social. This is session 0.5. We had our session 0 where we got together off stream, kind of talked maybe a little bit more meta about the campaign, got some things straight. We're going to be starting here.
Line?
We're gonna we got the lines
Line.
memorized. We're gonna be talking here a little bit. We're gonna be streaming
I
here.
was like,
First
what?
session is going to be kind of like where we left off and where we are now. I've got us kind of a rough start of second year kind of deal. And give me just a second because I gotta fix Bigum's and Kite's camera.
No. Oh yeah,
Talk,
we're.
talk, 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 talk.
Oh wait, what's going on?
No. It's just
I got mad.
we're floating heads in space right now.
Um,
There we go. Yeah, you're
Aw, it would have been funnier.
good.
oh, yeah, look at that.
That's way better. That's way better.
So like, is this a bad time to mention that like it's kind of been like that for the last like hot minute? I just thought that's how it was.
No, I noticed that actually last stream and just didn't do anything about it because I was just trying to get the motions done, get the setup going, and then get myself to Egypt. Lads, where we left last campaign, kind of funky.
That's a weird concept.
Last campaign.
Shigaraki arrested, Gigantomachia imprisoned, the rest of the evil League of Villains, the evil League of Evil, dismantled. They're
Evil
all
Villain League of Villains. Every villain is lemons.
It's so good. Possibly making an appearance. You guys, Ito and Kite went back to UA under normal terms. You finished out your semesters. You finished out finals. Everything is going as it goes, except for Walker.
Oh, Walker.
You were expelled from UA, but instead of being deported, the government, the what are they called exactly? The
Wait.
Public Defense
Were you a transfer
Administration.
Student too? Were you a transfer student too? America?
Who are you?
Don't worry about it. We're getting to that. We're getting to that.
He was taken out of the program for the rest of the school year. However, the government found you too useful and has officially enrolled you in their vigilante rehabilitation program. The same one that you'll find Darkling and Ringer in. However, you personally were then sponsored by UA and specifically assigned to Aizawa. And you've been functioning kind of like a teacher's assistant. And you still get to train with like the 1A kids a
Fucking
little
teacher's
bit,
pet.
but you don't technically get the full class load. You're not going to get the degree. You are technically enrolled in an online high school. You're not going to be a hero. There is no rehabilitation program that can fully expunge your record. But the Public Safety Administration is taking you into the same program basically that they put Hawks through. So when you're not working with Aizawa, you are working directly under Transfusion and a couple other unnamed pro heroes. Working on your quirk, working on slightly extrajudicial means of heroism. And at the beginning of second semester, y'all in 1A are greeted with a new exchange student. Came through the same special program that like Momo, Todoroki, what was it? Kendo, I think, was another one, came through. It is Tyrone Biggums from America. Marquise, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit? Public Hero Safety Commission, that's it.
Yeah, so
Thank you, Brendan.
we'll just give a little bit of background on Bigham so people are a little bit familiar. Exchange student, like Ian said, from America. He comes from the bayous of Florida. Think Steve Irwin, but instead of trying to like preserve nature, he's trying to conquer it. He's a
I can win that fight.
yeah, so he has come to UA specifically for
You come to Tokyo, Japan for the bustling wild.
no. I'm getting there. So he's already
The
conquered
most dangerous wildlife. Other people.
exactly. And Biggums, during his time in America, he was enrolled in a hero course in America, but through the news of seeing what Class 1A has been about and all the attacks and big villains going after him, he decided that he needs to be a part of that because the gators that he has in Florida are nowhere near as big as the gators in Japan. So,
Pretty big gators.
so that is
Please
his
mind
mindset coming into. Oh yeah, he's 100% here for the action. Terrible at school. He's not an intelligent fellow. He just likes to fight, and that's big.
Yeah.
I was rolling with it.
Well, I mean,
I'm just here to fuck.
he is kind of a
I came
scrappy
to
young
Japan.
lad.
You guys, as well as kind of part of this, especially those present here at the table, through your special participation in multiple government programs and being a select exchange student, we're still doing internships, and I would like to talk with you guys for a little bit publicly about who you are interning under. Ito would continue with Edgeshot, or would Ito switch to Endeavor? Because that was kind of
Yeah.
a question where we had left off.
The big question would be, how's Endeavor doing? Because he was not in the
Biggums
best
is 6
shape.
foot.
Endeavor's not in the best shape. He recovered perfectly fine.
Everything's doing
Yeah,
great. How's public
it-
opinion of Endeavor? Still, on the
Still,
rocks?
still wishy-washy. Unfortunately, of course, since we had strayed so far from canon, Endeavor has not had his true opportunities to rise to the #1 hero position. But All Might's gone. Endeavor is #1, and it is undisputed. It's been pretty quiet though these last couple of months. Really putting down the League of Villains, putting down Shigaraki for good.
What was it?
has quieted things down. You know, the Yakuza's destroyed. The big kind of world-ending event is over. There's still investigations. There's still villains. But it has not been what it was the past 9 months. Endeavor's publicity and popularity has not taken off in any kind of direction.
Mhm.
So the last big thing, and it's been long enough now that kind of the news cycle is kicked over.
Mm-hmm.
But the last big thing that Endeavor was really known for was killing Stain.
Mm. In this canon.
Well, he did not.
Yeah.
He took the heat for it.
Someone
Technically,
killed Stain.
Todoroki did. But
yeah. The heat.
nobody present at the table, and realistically, nobody but Todoroki and Endeavor. Oh, no, that's not true.
Ida.
Midoriya.
Ida and Midoriya.
Yeah.
No. But they're going to take that shit to their graves.
In that case, she'd probably talk with Edgeshot about it, and
He is thrilled to maintain you. Especially seeing that through those events and stuff, the top 10 list was not majorly affected,
mm-hmm.
but he was not a major influential part
Mm-hmm.
of taking down any of the major villains during the Woodlands raid.
yeah, because
So
he was like semi-injured,
he was, yes.
so he was like severe backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll probably he's number 3 or number 4.
Number 4, I believe.
She'd probably stick with him.
Right, because it's Endeavor, Hawks, Miriko, and
Was
then
Mirko
I
3?
think
Okay, then, yeah. Then Edgeshot.
Power Man had overtaken him from that because Power Man was very influential in that last fight.
Mhm. That makes sense. As long as he's still top 5, she'll stay.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is with Endeavor, like he's great and all, but Edgeshot's a little closer to her quirk and her
Yeah.
style, so it doesn't quite outweigh the flashiness of going with number 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Or no, I think it was Wash that was no. Wash was like number 6. I'll have to look that up.
Or maybe
and
I thought
make sure.
Edgeshot I thought he was top 3,
Edgeshot was top 3,
but then he fell to 4
but
because
he fell
Power
to
Man.
4 because of Power Man.
cool. Again, top 5, and she's good.
And Hawks also jumped through that.
I think that was
ton.
after that.
Was
like
it
he was
after?
there was already like Endeavor, Hawks,
It was Endeavor,
and then
Hawks,
someone, and then
Edgeshot. and then somebody. Okay.
Regardless,
Regardless,
he's top 5. She's good with it.
cool.
If he drops from top 5, she'll call Endeavor because she's
Move on.
Walker, you
balance.
do not have a
It's a
choice.
balance.
You
She's-
are under transfusion, and though you are doing shadier and shadier and more field work things than she is of the purview with, because of the nature of your quirk, they put you in with her. There is talk, however, that you will be transferring soon. There is a pro hero. He works in deep undercover. You'll be meeting him soon, but like you don't even get a code name
Ooh.
right now.
He's someone.
G-Man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Best Genus was 3.
I like G-Man better.
But he was rocketed down because he did. And in our canon, of course, though All for One was taken out during the Nomu raid, that is
He
where
still got
Best
hit,
Genus
yeah.
was hit and seriously injured. That still 100% happened. He has been completely out of the public eye. He has not made a return yet. He would
But, yeah.
only now be coming back.
That's how Edgeshot
towards
got
public
to.
eye, and that's how Ed shot it.
Yeah.
Right up. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sloppy.
That's why he was in
It
top
has
3.
been a while. I've been doing a lot of prep for this campaign, but it is not included
You don't have enough time to watch 3
rewatching.
years of
My Hero,
That's a
yeah.
lot.
Unfortunately, life is busy. Kite, you have to make some choices because, of course, your pro hero, Yamusha,
Retired on me.
Your Yamusha.
Yeah.
What a
Yo-Yo Musha.
It's a tough one. Has retired. His butler, his sidekick,
yeah.
comes by a lot, but realistically over these 9 months, because we kind of ended on him showing up and being like, I'm not your sponsor, I'm not your hero, but I will train you and train with you. How much of that have you accepted?
Probably not a lot.
Yeah.
Kite's gonna crash out really hard.
Yeah.
Remember
You're
that
bumming?
I'm a
C-rank
crash
hero
out.
in Tokyo?
That C rank hero in
I
Tokyo.
totally forgot his name.
Well, are you talking about Manuel?
No. It was a sword dude who was a vigilante turned hero, and he thought that he could like save me, but he was in Tokyo.
It was a Toppa custom guy, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I would have to look back. So no, I do not remember.
I don't
him.
remember him either. Hey chat, help me out.
PJ Boy says he was an ex-villain.
Ex-villain.
He's an
There we go.
ex-villain.
Yeah.
Kite is on a constant crash arc. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's who you're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in Tokyo. Tokyo's fun.
I'm allowed to go to Tokyo now, so that's where I live. I'm staying
And
on campus.
Bigums, you've got a bit of a call of the field. You've come in with quite the anonymous sponsorship, and you've been advertised very heavily. Top tens aren't going to be in your purview right now, as you have not had an opportunity to honestly make the splash.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But you did go through the hero licensing exam very quickly after being accepted in and enrolled to make sure that you could catch up to these kind of guys. Do you have anybody in mind?
No, because the only ones that Bigums would really know and or care about would be like
Super big names.
yes. So at this point, he's kind of just willing to go with whoever can promise to get him into fights.
Whoever can promise to get him into fights. Looking for an action-packed guy. There is a God, what is he? I think he's like a B rank hero, Death Arms.
Mm.
And he's kind of a hot local commodity around UA right now. He's part of a team. They're kind of like the big active response kind of guys right now. They're usually the first on scene for things. They're very active in their patrols. They don't spend a lot of time in agency.
I mean, sounds about right for Bigums.
Easy
He
as.
doesn't want to sit in an office. And oh, he's so ready to show this guy up.
Yeah. It takes surprisingly little. He is and his team function very well together. It is him, Death Arms, a woman that grows to massive size, Mount Lady, a dude who is made of wood and like vines out, Kamui Woods, Kamui.
Kamui.
God, I'm terrible at these pronunciations. This is going to be a difficult campaign.
Yeah.
And not Fire Hose. God, what's the Fire Hose is dead.
Waterman.
Yeah, Waterman.
Waterboy.
I
Adam Sandler.
can't remember the last guy's name, but yeah, he
Adam
dresses
Sandler's
like a
dad.
fire hydrant with a raincoat on, and he can manipulate water.
Cool. My I guess part in the team would they just be like, while we're doing our thing, we need that guy to stop doing what he's doing.
You basically function as, hey, you sit here, and while these emergencies are being handled, while these disasters are being addressed, Death Arms talks to you and is like, hey, look, so you see how they're doing this is blah blah, and that's like the educational part of your deal. And then when a villain comes in and like actually punches somebody in the face and actually starts some shit, you're just like released like a rabid dog.
I'm a fire and forget missile.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
It's basically like that one unconscious, and like you and Death Arms go.
Remember that scene in the 2005 Nickelodeon hit movie Barnyard, where they're all partying and they take that fucking thing out of the crate and it's just like,
Oh, this is okay. Yeah.
Stopping Lines, no, that is Star Saber, and he is an S-class hero.
Yeah, we fought him in the simulation.
The guy you fought in the simulation, yeah.
Yeah.
He wants you for an internship.
Is he in Tokyo though?
No.
Oh,
That's really
Mike,
sad
Mike
for him.
Chet
He's-
on Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt's quiet? Yeah, I've been having a problem with that. Oh, yeah, it's not picking you up good at all. Give me just a second here.
Oogly boogly, oogly boogly, oogly boogly, oogly boogly.
I'm trying to remember to talk close to my microphone.
We purposely
I just
turned his
set
microphone
myself into a spot where like I'm always talking into my microphone, but I also am very loud. So
Yeah, I usually have a pretty loud voice too.
How is that, guys?
Let me know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to talk.
I've
a
been
little
struggling
more,
with that
but yeah.
farthest mic because it has to have some extra XLR cables to make the
says
distance.
it's better.
Do you need a longer one?
That's good. Okay, perfect. How long do
some-
you?
I can get you some cheap XLR cables.
I would love. I only need one that's like maybe another 10 foot or whatever to stop the silly little daisy chain and just make it.
Oh,
a
is that why
two.
you just got them daisy chained?
Yeah. It's because I got the tiny ones that go from the soundboard to
Yeah.
the receiver, and then I've got long ones that go from the soundboard to all of these, and it's just what I have.
I'm ordering some cables from my buddy's Guitar Center discount this week. So maybe
You can just throw like a 10-foot one on there. I'd pay
just
for.
like any brand of XLR
Yeah,
cable.
yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's nice, as long as it works good. Any hoser.
Back to Dandy.
No, Star Saber is hitting you up pretty frequently. He's like number 9 on the top 10.
Number 9.
This
Number
world.
9. Number 9. Nobody got that reference.
No, I was just like, you
A
good?
number 9 lodge. Another number 9.
We're on different trains, but it's
Okay.
okay.
Isn't that Burger King foot lettuce? No, it's number 4.
No, bro.
Yeah.
That's
No, it was
freaking
a
GTA San
GTA.
Andreas.
Well, yeah, I know that. I
Two number
but,
9s. A number 9 lodge.
I'd probably like entertain that more like
that's
as
right.
the school
Don't tell anybody
semester
what your quirk
starting.
is just yet. Keep them guessing.
I'm letting them simmer. I'm letting them
Yeah.
simmer.
But I'd probably be talking to Star Saber more once the school semester starts. But
yeah,
that summer just complete crash out in Tokyo.
yeah. You're hanging out there, and this guy, right? He's like this super generic, dresses like a samurai, walks around. He talks about honor a lot, but like when active situations go, he's like, we must keep our swords sheathed until like the moment is right, and then and only then will we strike. Force must be like monitored. You have to control yourself.
He's
You're
a
just sitting there
prick.
like,
And then he's
Is
like,
what you're getting at.
or
he's
hear me out.
well, right. So the whole premise of this guy, from my understanding, and I have to take Topha's interpretation and things as a DM that he never told me as a player, and kind of extrapolate. This guy reached out to Kite because he saw like, oh, this
This wayward
ex
young man.
Yakuza kid really doesn't have a problem mutilating villains and really doesn't seem to care. But I used to be a villain. I was on the wrong path, and then I saw the light, so I can save this youth kind of thing. And so when Kite shows up, it is just this like fat camp Christ is king kind of bullshit, where it is just this holier than thou. I know where you come from. I was in that dark place, but you can find your way out. If I did, you can too. I know the easy path is tempting, but you must be above and beyond it. It's almost like hanging out with a vegan like every day of your life.
Oh no.
It is. He's tough. He's rough.
Made
Yeah.
poor life choices here.
Oh, that's good.
It's like you guys respond to a lot of things, but he almost functions like a normal police officer where he shows up and it's like, all right, ma'am, which way did the villain go? Okay, give me his description. All right, well, I will forward that to the appropriate,
Some weird ass middleman.
Yeah, well, it's not even like a middleman. It's that kind of classic, who's going to show up 5 minutes late and take a statement and do nothing about it kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Mm.
And he shows up to like active standoffs, and he's the guy who's willing to like stand there in front of the gas station full of hostages and just stare at the bad guy for like 3 days straight until he's like, fine, fuck it, I give up.
He's like, aha.
And he's like, I have won another one. Justice wins again. So you're having a tough time.
Yeah. It was not the hot girl summer I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crashed out, and then he didn't get back up.
Just
I get knocked out, but I get up again. Yeah.
Your investigations into Feel Good Inc. seem to have stalled out over these last couple of months. You've been kind of busy with Edshot. There hasn't been too terribly much, but you notice that the Guigliones have not
Been reaching out.
been reaching out much. You haven't seen a lot in the news. You see her on the news, but she's doing much more like, oh yeah, the carnival's in town, or oh, this
Yeah.
festival going through this and that. It could be a function that there's just not a lot of hero buzz afterwards.
Hmm.
Immediately after, you guys were constantly getting berated with interview requests, different things like that. Realistically, the Public Safety Administration wanted to kind of cap how much UA students were getting to talk about it and really left the PR to the professionals. So you guys didn't get a lot of those opportunities, even though there was lots of emails, lots of people physically seeking you out and trying to, wave you down on the street and talk to you. You were very heavily advised not to. Did you heed that advice?
She would with Feel Good Inc.
Yeah.
She would give them an interview and do as she usually did, where she like kind of toes the line, but doesn't break any rules. But
A very standard PR kind of
yeah, and where
keep your name in people's mouths, but don't give away anything.
yeah, and she does a lot of that where a lot of the heroes, she always kind of rides that line where they kind of worry that she's gonna go Walker's path, but she never does.
Yeah.
And it's always like, oh, okay, she did that. Okay, we're good. It's okay. She's always like, I don't know why you guys think I'm not gonna do this, but okay.
There's been some drama at UA over the summer. Zhao and Ito Zhao and Jiro, that's her name, have broken
We
up.
did what?
It kind of rockets through the school and really sets things off. Jiro had talked for a little while about potentially transferring schools. Rhythm and Bass, the hero duo that she has signed up with as internships, has been skyrocketing with things. She's really kind of found her place. They're very kind of public eye, really going around, do a lot of media stuff. She's been getting a lot of upticks from that. Zhao's been working very hard with Crust on much more like in the street villain things. It was just kind of a situation. Young people, you know
Yeah.
how it is.
Life.
How are you guys doing? Kite Manai still follows you around every now and then.
Who?
And, she tries to talk to you. She tries to initiate some conversation. But I can see from your response that there's not much going on there.
No relationships. They distract me from my true art, gambling.
Oh, how are you two doing?
On again, off again, more often off again.
Yeah, we're on a break.
An
They just
extended
keep
break.
butting heads with the idea that like Ito's like, yeah, like the heroes aren't the best, but like we can, the only way to do that is to change them, and like we have to follow the law. We can't just have no rules. And Walker's like,
And Walker's bipolar.
yeah. And Walker's like, fuck the system. The system fucked me. And she's like, but it didn't fuck me. So sorry, Ito.
System's been pretty good to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Ito is inherently a very selfish character when it comes down to it. Like she really tries to be there for people, and she will always be a hero. But when the choice comes down to her or someone else, like unless it's like in the hero role of like, let me, like, yes, I will always save the civilian. I will risk my life for that. For my friends and family, when I'm not having to be a hero, no. Like she chooses herself in every situation that is.
You're like the massage therapist that gets married, right? And then your husband comes back and he's like, "Oh God, I got this crick in my neck." And you're like, "Tough shit."
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not on the
She's
clock.
like, oh,
I ain't on the clock. You ain't my fucking problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
she's like, I will save everyone who needs saving, but if you don't need saving, I'm me first.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
you.
Walker seems to be finding more and more that he actually needs like an active, helpful source in
Yeah.
his life, and it's just not it.
He's
dropped
like,
the
he's like,
helpful
man,
part.
everything sucks, and she's like, yeah. Anyway, I got some homework, so like, wrap it up.
Walker's not seeing other people because he's not trying to, but he's
Yeah.
Options are open.
he's a manic pixie dream boy and he's over it.
It's just above and beyond anything possible. The drama is just overwhelming. And realistically as well, you're not living on UA grounds. You are in government housing by the what is it, Public Hero Safety Commission.
hmm
Let me double check that name again for the 18th time.
Just living in an overgrown plant lair at this point.
Yeah, you've got your apartment that you've just strung up with UV lights, and you just have
It's a
all
girl
of
like-
operation.
It's
but
like
legal.
it is like
yeah.
kind of concerning when you walk in, but like if you know, you know, you know.
It would be concerning if it was anybody other than like your minders that were allowed to walk in. You
Yeah.
know, it's prison minus, basically. You know,
It's like Swedish prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's nice and they have
like it's a
dorms.
nice apartment, it's a nice mattress. You are free to take the train to UA to then be monitored there. But realistically, free time is
You got an ankle monitor.
extremely minimalized. There is
When I'm not just sneaking out and doing whatever the fuck I want anyways.
yeah. And you find very quickly that security isn't as tight as it could be or should be. Sneaking out is possible, but realistically also that leads to you only being out during hours where your UA friends are not,
Mhm.
because their security is extra tight. You can find yourself getting together with Kite every now and then. Kite, you're as part of your internship and part of your crash out, this C-list hero, right? He's like, oh yeah, I'll totally take you for like the 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. shift, and I'll change my sleep schedule to do this if this is the time that you feel you need to be out. I'm just gonna preach to you during it, and you just basically like drag him to casinos.
Yeah. Walk over to Walker's apartment. Hey, buddy, come on, man.
We're going gambling again?
Hell yeah. I got bottle caps this time.
The
Gonna
fucking
pass
weird,
him off his
the
coins.
fucking weird old dude gonna follow you around and preach at me again all night?
Yeah.
Ah,
He's not that old.
What else are you gonna do?
He's like 30.
Yeah, he's like
an old
32,
guy.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Temperament.
fucking, I grab a pack of cigarettes and I go gambling with Kite. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Walker's rebranded and going as a vigilante Union Jack because, yeah.
On campus, Bigums, who do you find yourself spending the most time with?
So when I'm at classes, I'd probably spend a lot of time with Sue,
Yeah.
the frog girl.
You guys kind of swamp together.
Yeah.
And
Swamp.
and like Sue is just so relaxed and chill, but she's still a hard worker, and you can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Y'all like listen to Hank Williams in your swamp.
Either that or I'm playing the banjo.
She's not down for you to like, wrestle her, but
Yeah, I tried. She
you
wasn't
guys
a fan.
you guys can get some kind of training done every now and again.
Yeah.
But realistically, you find yourself outclassing her painfully fast.
Oh well, yeah. That's not the point.
The quirk matchup just isn't. In
Yeah.
her- in her
It has
favor
nothing
at
to do with
all.
quirks. It
Yeah,
has to do with I'm a swamp man and she's a frog.
yeah, exactly.
Bigums is a very simple individual.
Through that, you do find, of course, Midoriya. Will hang around you when he can. He's going through some weird things, and he's been taken into
Puberty.
some special training programs. It's all puberty.
I have attempted to wrangle Midoriya many times.
Yeah, you find like getting there ain't a problem, but like physically, there's just no competition.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop me from trying. He's the kid I saw on the news the most.
Because of that, Bakugo hates your guts and doesn't want to be anywhere near you ever.
Bold of you to think Bakugo ain't getting it too. If anything, that's what makes it more fun. With Midoriya, he's like, "Oh, we're sparring with Bakugo." I'm like, "Come here,"
Bakugo's like trying to kill you.
and that's what makes it fun.
Your quirk is you're just made of rubber. Ungodly smooth rubber.
Ida's more than happy to hang out with you, but you find very quickly like the personality clash.
No, yeah,
probably just
yeah. I
ain't
think
realistically there.
what's Rock Boy's name?
Kirishima.
Yeah. Me and him would vibe.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to like, oh Bakugo, you're gonna love it, and he's just like, nope, not that guy. Anybody but him.
I get a twinkle in my eye every time I see Bakugo. Bakugo's just a challenge. Yeah, but other than that,
what's Bigum's charisma?
it's only a 16.
Only a 16.
Yeah.
Okay, you find, barring Sue, most of the girls kind of, they're all friendly, but you don't really jive with anybody else.
Yeah, no, fine by me.
He ain't trying to get up in that kind of swamp.
No, my swamp's at the apartment.
Second semester.
On that note.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Whoa. Yeah.
It's funny because like Ian knows.
I know. What kind of business do you guys have? You guys got any beef with any NPCs kind of left unfinished that you wish to take a minute on? Are there any friendships that you wish to revisit for just a moment
Or terminate.
or change? Perhaps. You guys have all grown massively as people, and a lot of your classmates are not anywhere close to that same level of development. You know, Ito, you're finding lots of problems. You've struggled with your mother, you've struggled with the hero commission and kind of back and forthing with things. You find yourself spending lots of time with multiple top 10 heroes. And when you get to class, Mina just kind of airheads around and talks about boys.
Yeah, she.
Do you maintain that group, or do you find yourself drifting maybe more towards other people?
I think she would. Yeah, it would. The lack of taking things seriously, especially with what they've been through.
Yeah.
She just can't find herself engaging in
You've
the same
killed
way.
a man.
Multiple men.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you've killed a couple
Like,
at this
yeah.
point.
Which is why like the irony does not go over her head that she's here and Walker isn't.
Yeah.
And I think she would really struggle to continue engaging on that same. Like she would still be plenty nice and stuff, but she wouldn't be like, hey, like I'm gonna stay with you at lunch. Let's hang out. Let's do this. Like going to the mall and just buying stuff isn't really her vibe anymore. She'd still keep up with Bakugo in
Mm-hmm.
that because he still has that intensity, and Todoroki. They both kind of have that.
You find as well, coming into second semester, that Ida has developed a lot more maturity. He's not as robotic, but he definitely seems to have an intensity. You're not sure where it came from, but there is something that he has done or something that he has been a part of, and he is very vocal about missing the kind of grandiose big battle at the end, and hearing what you guys and Zhao did and had to go through, and he was not elected to be there, that has really fired something in him.
Mhm.
Of course, Midoriya seems to have some kind of kindling going on. Bakugo always keeps that intensity. You're finding with a couple of guys, surprisingly enough, Ojiro really seems to be taking training way more seriously, really seems to be doing something about it. And this Bigums fella really seems to be itchy.
Yeah.
You see that greenness around the gills, like he hasn't been in the shit. He's the newbie to Nam and you're the veteran kind of deal. But you can tell right out the gate, especially from those first couple of trainings, that he's got it.
Mm-hmm. I think she'd probably then hang out with Ito. The hard part for her with Bigums would just be the not taking classes as seriously.
Oh yeah.
And in
Yeah.
her mind,
like in
like
class, I'm like banging my head against
yeah,
the wall.
and in her mind, like it all has to come together. So she
Maybe
would kinda, like,
maybe a Momo then would be
Yeah,
someone
if
to,
Momo still
to
has
build.
that- 'cause-
She's got that fire,
Yeah, 'cause
and she certainly as well, especially from like the time in the woods that she spent with Kite.
yeah.
What?
She
and
is.
Ito and Momo have interacted really well in the past of like she
Yeah.
understands that like that awkwardness that she feels about being so rich. Like she doesn't understand it in that like Ito was not rich growing up,
Right.
but she understands like to help bridge that gap for her
Yeah.
and stuff. And also I think Monoma would be someone that she
You can
really
Yeah.
gravitated towards because they
He's got
were going to start training together too
Yeah.
to like help
you
push
guys
him
do
and herself.
train together quite a bit now, and so that kind of builds that
Yeah.
friendship. You find he's got the fire, but it lacks the understanding.
There's a lot
in a
of
lot of the
it's an
same way
odd
that I was
light.
talking about Bigum's kind
Yeah.
of deal. He hasn't been in the shit, and he has this kind of weird like, of course I could take the officer's gun. Come on, it's
Yeah.
just sitting right there. Ness about him. Like, he's got the ability, he's got the training, he's got the drive, but he still lacks the true understanding.
Yeah.
And
I,
that's
yeah.
that keeps you guys from like really
She would train with him and like
yeah.
do stuff, but like she study with him, but she's not gonna be like she'll ask Bakugo to go get ice cream after training. She's not gonna be like, Monoa, let's hang out too. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, you can
Heard.
like we can study. Like that's fine.
Yeah. You find Uraraka has lost a lot of the fire. It really seems that after this kind of big arrest in these 9 months of calm has placated her. And she seems to be kind of reverting back to like day one Uraraka of like, I'm here because heroes make a fuck ton of money and I want to support my family.
Yeah.
I'm just a high schooler kind
Yeah.
of deal. Let's see who else was really in your crew. Dark Ones. Dark Ones is doing
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
You do know Tokoyami is under Hawks
Mm-hmm.
and is still currently under Hawks. Not sure where he is, not sure what he's doing.
Yeah.
Tokoyami has been working with a lot of other heroes in Hawks' stead,
Mm-hmm.
but he seems to have some
Yeah.
fire about him. He still very much takes this seriously. Shoji takes it seriously, but
Yeah.
how serious does anybody take the tentacle guy? You know?
Yeah. Really like her people would revolve around who's taken that maturity level jump and who's still
Yeah.
like who sees it as something other than just like, yeah, no, like this is just a fight and let's just fuck around and like we're gonna like kick some bad guy's ass. And
Yeah.
she's like, that's not what being a hero is about. Like that's fun, sure, whatever, but like people are dying and it's our job to not let that happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Kite, is there anyone else that you vibe with besides your doctor?
Zhao.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Zhao.
and Zhao still going. Zhao's got that intensity about him. You guys seem to see less and less of him every day.
As in he's just like
He is signing up for
oh, okay.
extra stuff with Crust. He took a half internship with Miriko.
Oh, that's right.
She is not interested in full-time internships. She is interested in like hard training and like field testing the youth. And so when Zhao is back, he seems exhausted, beat to shit. He's getting his schoolwork done.
Hanging on by a
He's
thread.
taking it. Yeah, but you can see like the threads unraveling as
Candles burning at both ends.
multiple people are like, hey man, you're stretching it too far. And he's like, no. We need to keep going. There's, he mumbles about like more on the horizon and the next big thing and stuff like that. It's borderline unhinged.
Yeah. He's crashing out in the opposite direction.
Yeah. He's crashing in success.
Yeah.
Walker, do you
her name?
spend much time with any of the other UA students? You do get, lunches, you get training opportunities. They're
You
all
get
still more
fed.
than friendly towards you, but you do feel that there's a shift from classmate to teacher's assistant. You don't honestly spar, you train, but things have changed.
That and they're all friends with my like kind of ex,
Yeah.
and that kind of makes it weird.
And you still have to
You
like
know.
actively train with your ex.
Yeah,
Which
so
has
it's
led to it
like-
coming back on and then falling back off multiple times.
Yeah, and it's like not great. Like you probably just like, it's probably just like Kite. You'll probably like hang around for lunch like once a week or something with like
Yeah.
dark ones. But other than that, unless someone like kind of initiates,
Mhm.
because Walker's never been much of an initiator anyway.
Right. When someone does initiate, though, right? When Mina comes up and tries to, hey, big guy, how's it
Mhm.
been? Yada yada. Oh, did you hear about so and so and this and that? Or
Oh yeah, no, he's totally like still like
okay,
Personable.
he's like
you're friendly, but
yeah,
not-
because they're all
not
still
active.
like his friends,
Yeah.
and like part of like Walker's like thing is like that's why he did why Walker is the way he is because it comes back to and why he he butts heads with Ito is because Walker is selfless to a point of self-destructiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he did it and blew everything up and like did the thing, but like it's cool, but now it's just kind of weird, you know? So he's still like absolutely like loves everybody in class 1A, and would like if he gets invited to a function, he'll like show up.
You'll
but
do
then,
your
like,
best.
But then like Ito's there and like
And you just
probably
both stand
way
on opposite
probably
sides of
way
the
more the
room.
center of attention. So he like kind of just like lurks around the room and like eventually like slinks out of the party type
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
So it's like he wouldn't like exclude himself. He just doesn't.
Sato
out
still
there.
very actively tries
Yeah.
to maintain a
So
friendship with you.
he's like here.
Yeah.
But he's just not.
The other thing that you have access to is through you don't go through the same rehabilitation that Darkling and Ringer
Mhm.
go through, but you do have access to them being in that kind of a program.
So I probably hang out with them too,
okay.
because like we did.
You
Definitely,
do spend some
we
time
definitely
with
like
them.
bonded while we were doing crime together.
Yeah.
And at this point, like realistically, like I can be a little less like feel like a little less judgy Judy around them because they're also like indictable,
Mm-hmm.
you know, versus like Ida. Like
Yeah.
Ida got expelled and this, that, and the other thing, but like I almost got deported.
And then the other one that you have access to is through the very limited but soon to be expanding field work that you are going through. You would technically have access to Gruesome and Proxy. They are on the lam. They are highly wanted for questioning. Not necessarily like they have warrants out, but they want to be arrested. They want to
I
arrest
just
them,
wanna talk
and the
to
government
him.
wants
I
to put
just
them in the
wanna
same
talk to him.
program as Darkling
And
Ringer.
Walker's absolutely not a snitch, and everybody in
Yeah.
the government knows that, and it probably drives
And they
them.
know that, which is why they're willing to talk with you still, provided that you sometimes give a little info of like, hey, yeah, I just heard them setting up a sting operation on 6th and Main.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like at the same time, like fuck them.
Yeah,
Right? Like
they're
Walker,
they're
like,
leveraging the friendship a little bit, but
Yeah.
like it's all in good faith.
Yeah,
They-
because,
they,
like-
they give you tip offs too.
right. And also like Walker is like an anarchist. So
Yeah.
like
You're
I'm
a little
working, I'm working for the
perfect.
government because it keeps me in the country.
because of that. You're on accelerated field work because you've had some like big busts because they Proxy and Gruesome are more than happy to sell out other actual villains, especially if someone's like Proxy's looking at cat burglaring some rich guy and then some asshole beats him to it.
Like he's like good with the feds, he's good with the base, he's like Tony Soprano.
Yeah. You get a little hint that like Transfusion knows,
Of course he does.
but like they've gotten some good busts out of it,
Right.
and realistically Proxy and Gruesome are some of the least of their worries in all reality. And so even though they do very much want to get a hold of them and put them in the same rehabilitation program, they're not in a rush.
They're not killing the goose that's laying the golden eggs.
Exactly.
Because the goose is just one petty criminal and then a mentally unstable homeless person.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
we're being like completely objective about the government scaling of things.
And it's one of those deals, Proxy's just a thief, and Gruesome is just a mentally unstable dude who really wanted to help people, but just has a really gross quirk when it comes down to it.
He's gruesome.
Yeah, he's just a little gruesome. They have been asking, Gruesome specifically has been asking for some information on like prison layouts and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And it crosses the line a little bit, and it's also information that just realistically you don't have access to.
Mm.
But he's got some feelers out for something strange.
I kind of want to know why.
He does not seem to have a cohesive answer for that. At least not one he's ready to give right now.
I'll like encourage him by texting him and be like, not to pry, but if you clue me in, I can get you more type deal. Just based
Yeah.
on the more I know, the more I can
Yeah.
specifically bend rules to
Roll
get
me
what he
like a
needs.
diplomacy.
Walker's good at Walker's really good at
Walker's got that diplomacy.
That's a nat 19. Okay.
Ooh,
That is not a bad first roll for Gruesome Tale.
Gruesome lets you know that during the last battle, he may or may not have absorbed another person's quirk. And he may or may not believe that that could permanently
land him in the slammer.
Oh, that would 100%. The way of which he did this will land him in the slammer. You glean that immediately.
Got it.
He doesn't admit to it.
Got it.
And though he regrets how it needed to happen, he really wants to expand on this idea.
He wants more
And
quirks.
there is a specific
I know
individual
a guy who has that issue.
who is currently in Tartarus prison whose quirk may be compatible in this way.
He wants me to break him into Tartarus.
He wants you to at least get him enough information that maybe him and Proxy can start looking at the possibility.
Boy, that's...
And a lot of it is more like, hey, do the people at Tartarus ever get transferred to like lower security prisons, or do they get moved to another high facility? Do they have like an exchange program through things?
My buddy,
He is under no illusion that he could break into Tartarus prison alone and like abduct this other villain.
Okay.
But he's definitely putting out feelers because this other weird, crazy guy, if he could absorb that quirk and get even something fractionally mimicking what he does, would be a game changer for him.
I also question, in a rare moment of clarity for Walker, I also question how good of an idea is it for Gruesome to obtain it?
More power?
What kind of Hydra am I creating by enabling this particular plot point to move forward?
Think about it. Think on it.
Yeah. I'll think on it. I'll let him know. Yeah. I text, like, Walker's definitely got, like, his government phone.
Yeah.
And then, like, his old phone that, like, Glitch Monster, like,
Yes.
has totally, like...
Black Hat is
Yeah.
still not necessarily in your pocket, but ingratiated to you.
I'll get there, PJ
Hmm.
boy. I'll get there. Don't
Do
worry.
you potentially sell out Black Hat? No, you keep him. Do you use the fact that you're now working for the
Fuck
Public Hero Safety Commission
Fuck
to
yeah.
to really turn
Fuck
up the
yeah.
heat on that
yeah.
blackmail?
Homeboy fucked with me once.
He's in your
right?
he's in your
Like,
fucking pocket.
Homeboy fucked
Yeah.
with me once. He fucks with me. He fucks with me again. He's like,
Yeah.
but like, he knows that.
Yeah.
Right. Like
He's not gonna give you. He's not going to give you extra work. He's not going to give you his best work because it is
Right.
100% a blackmail situation. But you tell him to jump, and he jumps.
It's a polite blackmail situation. Again,
Yeah.
again, it's Tony Soprano. He pays his dues and forget about it.
Like, I haven't explicitly told him that he better fucking do it, but like he knows.
But if it's all I'm saying is that the box ain't full on the first of the month. I turn his kneecaps into gabagool.
Holy
It's a simple equation, Maron.
Thank you for funding my gambling operations by threatening people, by the way.
Yeah, no problem, man. I got you.
Kite and Walker both. Another little bit of setup here. Through Kite's crippling gambling addiction, that he is surprisingly turning into like a profitable enterprise. There are mumblings that the Yakuza is regaining some power, and that some relatively minor heads are coming back, making a bit of a splash, and changing things up. The 8 bullets, though, I think 4 of them are currently in jail. The remaining of them, what is it here? I've got their names. Who had escaped? It was Rappa, your cousin, Toya, Indigo Montoya.
Montoya.
Katsume, the mimic, escaped. and who was it? It was Tengaki, the shield guy, had gotten away as well. They are rebuilding. Most of the gambling halls were still loyal to the family and stuff, and so Kite, you may find yourself in hot water if you continue down these lines, because the like more above board and the unaffiliated gambling halls that you've been going to are quickly catching on to who you are and how good you are, and are banning you.
Damn.
I hate the game.
They love the game. They hate losing.
Yeah.
They love
Um,
the game. They hate the player.
Why they hate?
It has been, of course, 9 months since the end of the campaign, which puts us to what, like 10, 12 months since you
Mhm.
killed 9. Nightmare is is back in theater. He is low profile, kind of mercenary working it right now.
That's Kite's uncle, right?
Uncle, yes. And Kite, he has reestablished contact with you. Now I know how you are with family and ex-family, and how you are with communicating in general. So I'm going to assume that you have not had a lot of conversations, but he has made a point to make you aware that, like, I have recovered. I am around. I am not going to help you with that kind of bullshit again. But, like, if you need some connections, if you need a little help, if you need a place to hide out and crash
out.
I still am loyal to you.
Right on. I sent him like a picture of me in a gambling hall.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats on not dying.
He sends you a picture of you taking a picture of yourself, giving a thumbs up, and he's like, I'm the bouncer, asshole. Like,
Walker's in the background, like hooking up a vodka martini or something. He's like IV and see if he can like fix his hangover quickly.
there are a couple of things with your guys' quirks as well. Ito, you find that you've almost kind of stalled out. It is difficult to develop further than where you have already developed. You have made a lot more progress when it comes to the size and shaping
Mhm.
of your portals, but realistically, that's kind of it. Walker, you find that your ability to alter others has greatly increased,
God has continued to let me exist, and it is everybody else's problem.
as it seems almost that was like
What a line.
the actual purpose of your quirk, and that you have been almost misusing it this whole time. However, you find that through your ability to alter yourself, you can put on a short-term rapid regeneration, but you don't realistically have control over it. It
Mhm.
seems to just kind of happen when need be.
You gave him cancer.
Kite, you have reduced your weapon count. You have melded and combined abilities and focused on power opposed to versatility. And we'll work on a little bit of showcasing some numbers here in the near future. Bigums, I haven't gotten a lot of guesses about what your quirk even is yet.
Oh yeah,
But if you want to keep keeping it a secret, I'm cool to keep keeping it a secret.
I think it'll be fun.
We've got your numbers worked
Bigum's just that.
out.
That's all.
Kite, do you do any further satanic rituals?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
In the crash out, I've leaned into the fates.
Yeah.
So I've been preached to too much that I have started preaching to everybody, except it is about the luck of the draw and about how you need to take the risk, because it's worked out for me every time, 100% success rate.
I
Some might call
completely
it the
ignore
heart of the
you when
cards.
you're going
Yeah.
on about this, but like humor you anyways because you're like one of my only friends.
Yeah. I like all of my training is just like meditation. in awkward poses, and I'm like, anytime I fight, I go, the fates guide me.
Oh God.
Do you like just
Whatever's going to happen
randomly-
happens.
Randomly crash out pose in public.
Oh yeah.
You find the clown almost less of a prankster, and it's almost like he's stressed.
You're stressing the clown. That's impressive.
It's like he's spending less time away from you, going on little adventures and getting into trouble on his own, and he's spending more time like hovering over your shoulder, just like watching.
Yeah. I walk out into the street.
And you get into these things, and it's like oncoming traffic, and you're just like, the fates guide me, and you just like go to cross the street, and the clown is like transforming into your weapons and auto using specials to like skip you through and get you through traffic and shit, and just like save your ass on almost a regular
And that's why he
basis.
has so much faith in the fates, because like he doesn't realize that it's his clown keeping him alive.
poor clown.
The clown is the fates.
He's bugged his curse. My God, man.
he glitched out.
You thought you were cursing me. It's that classic, you think I'm in hell because I was a bad person. No, this is my reward. I get to punish you, kind of thing.
Yes.
I don't
I'm not
remember
stuck
that
with
part
you.
of
You're stuck in
Inferno.
here with me.
Oh. Walker, the Public Hero Safety Commission wants you to continue your work on the existing Nomu that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you gotta save face. Like, part of this unspoken deal, right? Because like, they know that I'm sneaking out and fucking off, and like, I know that they know that I'm sneaking out and fucking off because Walker's never been particularly sneaky or good at being sneaky. So part of the like unspoken arrangement is like, you got to show up and save face at the day job, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, he sneaks off and he skirts and does shit, but we don't see it, because when we say, hey, do some ethically sketchy shit on this Nomu, he's like, yeah, right.
Bottle of water.
You want me to melt his brain, or do you want me to like multiply it? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they really seem to be focusing on, like, they want you to deep dive into his psyche.
Fuck yeah.
And you find that there's what they have found, right, is a Nomu is almost like a conglomerate of multiple people.
Okay.
With one main person kind of being the base for it, but quirks being forced upon them, and even body parts of other human beings being forced into this corpse that then is reanimated through means that they still do not quite understand. But they want you deep diving into the psyches and into kind of the soul of this being to get some identities and to maybe see if you can't pull some of it forward. You have gotten what's his name, Kamagiri to scream in different voices, to beg for death.
Rip.
All kinds of you do get like these moments of lucidity, but it is all just like
Kurigiri.
That's it. You just get horrors beyond human comprehension, and that's about it thus
Like,
far.
Walker also doesn't see himself as a good person, so like,
Perfect for you. Perfect
right?
work for
Like,
you.
he's just some like, I'm here to make things better for other people, but I'm not like a good person.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, fuck it.
And as we get ready for kind of first day proper for some of you guys, at the end of one of your sessions, Walker, transfusion comes up, and your field agent is going to be pulled out of his current deep cover.
Okay.
Here in the very near future, you have an extremely important mandatory meeting where
Probably could have
you're
been an email.
where you're going to meet him, but you're going to be getting together with the Public Hero Safety Commission You're going to be getting together with a lot of heroes, and you're going to be briefed in as to your part in what apparently has been a large ongoing operation that you have not been privy to.
This is like being being told I have to come in on my weekend, right?
Yeah.
Like I just got, I just got told that instead of being able to like stay home and like fuck with my plants all weekend and chain smoke cigarettes and listen to sketchy British punk music, I have to like come into a work meeting and I'm like,
Not only that, this
good
meeting is
point.
projected to last like 5 hours.
Oh god. Can I smoke during the meeting?
No.
Ah!
However,
Does
since,
that stop you?
since it's primarily going to be pro heroes and stuff, there will be like smoke breaks. The pro heroes might not let you smoke with them though. You might have to like sneak off.
Oh,
On your
no.
own.
I don't want to smoke with them anyways.
Kitty smoker.
In completely related news, Ito,
Mm-hmm.
Ed Shot
Has to go to a long meeting.
has an extremely long meeting
There we
that
go.
he wants you to join him
Yeah.
for.
Fine.
He wants you in on this operation. He believes that you could be a huge asset, and a lot of other pro heroes that you've already been working with are involved, and it's actually pertaining to a subject that you have some experience with. Kite and Bigums, y'all motherfuckers left out.
Easy
your
as.
your pros are not that important.
No.
And unlike last time, some UA students are involved in this, but they are not seeking UA students. They are seeking pro heroes, and those pro heroes are choosing to bring in their interns if they feel like
Their
they
children.
are assets.
Couldn't find babysitting.
Yeah. Oh.
Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk.
How to remove hands.
Yeah, Ito has taken a lot
Heard
of
they're
hands.
quite delicious.
And Kite's got how to remove hands for dummies, like amputations for dummies, and it's just like always in his back pocket.
It's my Bible.
You sneak it into hotel rooms.
You
Yeah.
know?
Leave it there.
When you crave hands, man.
When you're craving hands, here's how you get them.
As the meeting is coming up, Ito, Ed Shot, always very punctual to things. You do not arrive late or early. A wizard arrives exactly when he means. Walker, you arrive early, as it is required, as you have a separate meeting before this meeting.
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill myself.
Ito
with
shows
my
up
own
exactly
quirk.
on time with iced coffee with that shot.
Yeah.
There's like,
Uh,
Six cigarettes and a white monster deep and pissed off about it.
Ito's got her boba coffee.
Boba
Having a good time.
Walker, it is held at the Public Hero Safety Commission's main headquarters. The entire board of directors is going to be present for this. As you are going through, you're coming up on security. No hero costumes are permitted past entrance. You are removing gear as you are in an official capacity. So you have your hero costume, the ODM gear, the swords come off, the blood grenades left behind. You get to keep the Kevlar, but like that's it in all reality.
Wait, my claws?
Huh?
Wait, my claws?
Yeah, those stay. Those got to come out. There's a moment, you're sitting there and the guard's looking at you, and he's just like a cop.
He's just a dude.
He's just a guy.
Just a happy little guy.
And you think, you kind of look around at most of the security, and it's like, but like the quirk's the important part, right? Like you just watched Endeavor walk through, and he just like walked through because he doesn't carry weapons.
Kind of shit I'm on about, and I just fucking go with it.
Yeah. As you're like removing your belt and putting it on, and they're going and putting it in a locker, you just hear a, yeah, hey Transfusion, what's up? And she turns around and goes, oh, perfect, actually. Walker, this is who we're here to meet right now. You turn around.
Yeah,
and
nice to meet you.
cigarette in hand as a guard's actively like, sir, there's no smoke. You've stepped inside the building. He's like, blow it,
I like this guy.
There is this just middle-aged, dark circles under his eyes, haggard. He's got this gnarly beer gut going. Like his stomach is lumpy and like descends over his belt line in a horrid way. He's in a stained t-shirt and shorts. And he just kind of like looks you up and down with the most unimpressed look that you think you've ever seen on an adult. Transfusion goes, I'm glad to see that you've dressed up for the occasion. And he just goes, yeah, whatever, man. What do you need? What are we doing here? Walker, this is Roach. Roach, this is Walker. Roach, you're going to be taking Walker on for field agent training. Walker, he's going to be doing this. He has been assigned to you because we believe that giving you more undercover experience will be good for your overall ability. And Roach here has the most complimentary quirk to you.
Yeah, all right.
And he just kind of like, you're putting me on babysit duty? And he looks at you and he goes, complimentary quirk? So what do you do?
Well, I altered DNA on the fly, so kind of whatever.
And what
to
does
the
that
human body.
do for you?
I can rapidly repair myself for any other organic tissue or cause rapid
So that's what she's
mutations
talking
and-
about. Cool. That's enough. I've heard plenty. I don't want him.
Yeah, all right.
And she just looks and she says, well, it's too bad because it's not your choice. Roach here has the single strongest regeneration quirk that we have ever seen. He's been able to put himself together from death. He is functionally immortal from our understanding. And he just kind of like shrugs. You feel pain when it happens?
I mean, yeah, but whatever.
It's the worst part, ain't it?
Yeah. Kind of get used to it.
You want some advice, kid?
Sure.
From a mentor to new mentoree, quit now.
Classic.
The
Cool.
path they got you going down, you don't want it.
So,
And he walks past you through security. The metal detector beeps, and he just like knocks his head and goes, metal plate, lads. And they're just like, oh, well, yeah, that's right.
okay, I'm gonna look at transfusion. So, meeting.
Well, I guess that counts as the first one.
Cool. He just
He's-
lights a cigarette. Like, I don't fucking.
He's been struggling with this current project. You'll find out here in a little while when the real meeting starts.
I get it. It's fine.
It's tough on the field agents here. The things that we ask you to do, the things that they've asked me to do.
I get it. It's cool. He's like,
The guard's like, no, wait.
come on, dude.
But the other guy did it.
Just come on, man.
Fuck, whatever, dude. Yeah, the guards know.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
The guy's quirk is like he can make a slight breeze. And he's just a cop.
Ruffle your hair a little bit.
Other top heroes begin showing up, some with sidekicks, some without. Hero number, what was she? She was like 35 or something like that on the hero registry list. Beacon,
Oh yeah. fucking
everybody's
Bacon.
favorite. The buffing hero.
Bacon.
The hero of heroes. Known for healing and making other heroes work better. Walker, a familiar face for you. May,
Oh yeah.
coming in from UA. She is the only exception to the previous rule of them not seeking out UA students specifically. She has been sought out because the Public Hero Safety Commission has been scouting her hard, and they want to take her into private practice. She has refused at every turn because they're not going to pay nearly enough. But they want her inventions in her mind, and have offered her a very lucrative deal, very lucrative contract to be technical support for this task force, I guess you could say, that they're
What
putting
was
together.
May's quirk again?
She was the builder.
She's the engineer. Her quirk,
Oh,
she
oh, that's right.
She's my
she
plug.
can zoom her eyes.
Yeah.
You know,
I said May, and I was thinking the Cloud Girl
Mm-hmm.
for some reason.
Backshot hero, BJ boy.
Richard
What?
is not part of this of this task group. Richard comes later
Half
because
man, the
now
backshot hero.
it's my campaign and that motherfucker is canon.
Dun dun dun.
Ed Shot shows up,
Oh Christ!
Ito in tow.
Like fucking goes the other side. Of
Yeah, you just like full tilt away.
God.
Are
this
we
is
in
gonna be a
full
long
hero
game.
gear?
You're in
She's
full
got her mask
hero.
and
You're in
everything?
full
Cool.
hero gear. You've got your mask. They ask for you to take your mask off during the meeting,
Yeah,
so
of
that
course.
people can
Yeah,
see
respectful.
your face and stuff. You don't carry weapons, so
Yeah.
don't
Well,
have to.
technically I do.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
you
my
get
wrist
the
rocket.
wrist rocket. They ask for you to leave that
Yeah,
at
that's fine.
security. No
That's
huge
fine.
deal.
She's like, oh no, I can just get it back in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's fine, yeah.
you know how it is.
No questions asked, she'll drop it. I think when she was also given a gun by Momo.
Oh, you had like the taser, right?
It was like a it
net
had
gun?
something crazy. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't need it right now. I'll go back and look at
Some
that.
support gear.
Yeah.
Midnight shows up.
Yes.
She is in a
Mom.
wheelchair. She wound up losing her left leg, the one that Shigaraki had partially decomposed from the knee down. She is beat up, scarred. Her hero days are over, but she is coming in an advisory state for the UA kids.
She's still cute though.
Aizawa was she's still absolutely. Her face came out unscathed, and so did the tits.
These are the
So.
important questions.
Those are the important ones. It was all limb damage and like
Yeah.
maybe a little bit lower torso. So like,
It's like
You good.
concussion.
yeah, a little bit of brain damage.
Ito's gonna go hug her.
Yeah, she gives you a hug. You guys are super tight. Midnight sits next to you.
Oh.
You are not technically under her purview, but she still very much views you as one of the students. And out of everybody who's going to show up, she knows. You know? Basically for this operation, as they kind of start to explain, she's going to be kind of like a counselor for you guys.
She's minor.
She is absolutely in no way, in the field doing any work like this, but she is there to debrief you guys, to talk to you guys, to make sure that you're comfortable, that you're, in your lane, not
She's their
extending too
lawyer.
far. Yeah, she's like a lawyer. She's like a counselor. She does let you know that Aizawa was originally going to take position in this, but things came up
For him or
for him.
oh, okay.
Just yeah, and it's not even anything huge, but she's
She's available and so
she
she's
kind of
able to do it.
needs this,
Yeah.
Endeavor shows up, as I had mentioned previously, and does bring Todoroki with him. Todoroki is more than happy to sit with you.
Yeah, I'll talk to Todoroki. I also want to talk to Endeavor because I want to keep up that positive relation.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
As just like a backup kind of
yeah.
thing.
Endeavor makes no, he is not subtle about it.
Yeah.
He comes in, Todoroki sits down next to you, and he comes up and goes, "Have you changed your mind about your internships yet?"
There's still time.
There is. And he kind of like side eyes Ed Shot, who just cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
And she would have told Edshot at one point, like, I'll keep that option open, but like I have no
Yeah.
intention of leaving, and so I
Yeah.
won't ever be rude, and I'll interact. So he knows that when she says stuff like that, it's not
Right.
her being like,
Well,
well,
and
there's still time. but
he
she's-
under no circumstances expects you to be his sidekick forever.
yeah,
Right? It's second year and you've already got multiple top 10s seeking after you. It's always good on a resume to internship under multiple people.
yeah,
Ed Shot's a cool guy. He gets it.
yeah.
It's not like some of the other heroes where it's like, you're leaving me, you
Yeah.
know?
He's like, cool. Anyway, can see you around.
Good working with you.
Todoroki just kind of sighs at that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fun.
You guys, we didn't interact with him much through the normal My Hero campaign, but Sukiyachi, the cop that was in charge
Ah.
of investigation,
Is he the dog one or the human one?
he's the human one,
Okay.
who works with the cat,
Yeah. Okay.
who is there as well. Couple other folks of note, Gang Orca shows up. Star Saber is there, and kind of rapidly, Walker, he approaches you and asks you about Kite and whether or not he's been thinking about trying to apply himself again in the hero world.
Try.
No, Kai and I don't talk about work. We hang out.
I understand. It's just such a shame. He has so much potential, and I would love to see what he could wind up truly doing.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be nice to the guy.
Yeah. Ryuku shows up.
Cool.
Shows up with Nejire and Uraraka. Sue is not present. She lets you know that she has a cold and cannot attend the meeting. She'll be joining later.
All right.
You, know
Yeah.
this from yesterday in class. She looked like death.
Yeah.
Walker, you know.
She's just not. She's
She
yeah.
looked terrible.
She's actually sick.
A frog with a cold is like freezing, you know?
Yeah. Snot and slime.
Yeah. There's a slathering of other, A class and below heroes. Their names are not important. Their names will not be remembered. They are not influential to this storyline and are not a thing.
They don't
But-
exist.
I hate look at the camera when you
With
said that.
yeah,
like the direct eye contact.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged.
Reflector. He has been rapidly gaining ground. However, due to his, I guess, lack of combat experience, it kind of keeps him 50 below. But as a rescue hero, as a reconnaissance hero, the dude is top tier sought after with things.
Sending these to you in game, by the way.
Even better.
Uraraka and Nejire kind of both want to hang out with the both of you guys, but you're like opposite ends of the room, and you haven't been like super
Make your
close friends
choice.
with either of them.
Yeah. I used to
Nejire,
be
of course,
friends-
is graduated.
Yeah.
She thinks that she's going to take one more year under Ryuku, as she is currently saving up some cash, as she was rather physically irresponsible her last year of high school and is only realizing now what that kind of meant for her.
Yeah.
But is hoping to start up her own agency soon.
Ooh.
She's very excited to let you know. You know how she is.
Yeah.
Talk. The entire board of the Public Hero Safety Commission enters. They take their seats kind of dispersed around through the room. And the head lady stands up. We have kept information rather tight on why we've gathered you all here, and I would first like to thank you all for showing up. And she kind of looks, and there's a single empty chair.
Roach.
And she kind of looks, and she buzzes and goes, excuse, and, talks with her secretary for a minute. A couple of words are exchanged, and after a little while, Roach enters the room. Complete stark contrast to everybody else. You see most all of the pros just glare at him as he comes in. The board tries to not look.
Yeah.
You kids are confused. You don't know who he is.
I'm just gonna look at Edshot. I know Edshot won't tell me right now, but just kind of that like, it's
He,
in that.
he looks back at you and he just kind of like rolls his eyes. Roach, thank you for joining us. And he goes, well, you didn't give me a choice. And she goes, that's right, because we need your information and you wouldn't show up if we did. Anyway, we have some information, nothing totally conclusive, that something big is in the works. Roach here has been working undercover, trying to infiltrate Feel Good Inc. We believe some of you have some experience with this company for a while. We have had a tip-off, Ito, thank you, that they may have been up to some sketchier things, and so we have sent this asset in and now have deployed a second asset. And at that, you see Roach pays attention for the first time. Like he snaps to when she mentions another asset. And he goes, another asset? Who? Who are you putting in? She goes, we'll get to that when we get to that. But I believe that we're going to keep his identity secret, at least through this meeting. Roach, would you like to share with some of these, with some of your findings? And he's just like, yeah, okay. Feel Good Inc. and associated companies get together for giant rich people private parties. I've worked some backroom stuff for them. I've noticed quite a few, you could say, ex-criminals or criminals in lay where they haven't committed crimes over the last maybe year or two under their employ. There's been lots of influence. They donate to lots of charities. They meet lots of people. I don't know. Rich people things. And you see the board of director kind of rolls her eyes at him. What he's not sharing, of course, are the more important details. We're noticing massive amounts of money laundering coming from those institutions and through those charities funneling back to a specific town in Japan, of which we don't have a lot of information in. It's been extremely quiet there. Crime rate of 0. They've had no arrests over the past maybe 5 years. Highly unusual. We believe that they may be in some kind of communication with vigilantes. What we would like to do is send some of you towards this town and some of you towards some of these areas that they have influence in and some of these arenas and try to find some more out for us. We have nothing outright. And Roach interrupts. So who's the second guy? And everybody just like kind of groans. Endeavor tells him to shut it. And he's like, fuck you, man. Yeah, there's a little bit of a spat going on. To which he looks over at you and goes, so you did some investigating?
I guess you could call me the 1.5.
Well, why don't you share what you found out?
I typed it up in the report. You didn't get it?
No, I don't read reports.
Yeah, there you go.
I was in the field trying not to get killed for the 17th time.
Walker like kind of wants this guy to like him now.
He looks at the safety commissioner and he's like, is this what you pulled me in through? Is to just let me know that all these clowns are going to come in and start messing up everything that I've been working on? They're going to get me exposed again. And he like eyes Endeavor like real mad dog. And they're going to get me killed again. And like he does not break eye contact with him. Endeavor stands and like a little bit of flare comes out. Ed Shot puts his hand on his arm. He sits back down. Like, it is tense.
The immortal man has no fear. What are you going to do? Kill me? I like this guy.
Do you know how long it took me to find land walking at the bottom of the ocean? And like, everybody just goes quiet for a minute. And he looks over and he goes, who's the second guy? You told me that if I was going undercover again, you would let me know when other assets were put in field. I've heard that this child now was poking around in the field, and now there's another guy and you won't tell me his name. And the safety commissioner is like, no, he is deep in. He has successfully penetrated their inner circle and has given us information that they are in communication with multiple villains in prisons across Japan. And that they are talking about a new world order and saying some very obvious villain shit. And because of his high-ranking status and your inability to truly penetrate their inner circles, I am hiding his identity from you and pulling you out of the field. And at this, Roach just loses it. He starts going on this fucking tirade. He stands up and he gets up on the table and he starts walking towards the commissioner.
Fight, 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 fight.
Yeah, he is not having it. Gang Orca stands up and immediately just like hand out grabs the guy and like almost full around his neck kind of deal. And he just turns and looks and he goes, "What do you think you're going to do, fish boy? I'll be back in 2 minutes." Like he is just spitting, losing his shit. And you guys just,
I want to lean over to Edshot. So does he want to be there? Does he not want to be there?
he takes his work very seriously, but the pressure from what the commission puts on is ridiculous for this asset. And he's not necessarily wrong that pro heroes and their bright spandex, as he likes to put it, have gotten him in trouble more than once. And it's not right. I think, though, deep down, he still cares and still wants this. And that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all he says. Cool.
Todoroki is just like kind of wide-eyed sitting there trying to just like
Oh God.
maintain cool. You see he's purposefully sat so that his eyesight is facing Endeavor, and he is kind of like cooling his dad
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
actively right now. Endeavor's not having it. Nejire is just wide-eyed. She's got a smile plastered on her face, but it does not reach her eyes. She is uncomfortable. Uraraka's getting a little like upset because she has massive respect for most of the pros in this room. And he talks shit to you.
Yeah.
Walker.
Walker.
Kite's just sending me memes throughout the meeting, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
at some point, I'll just kind of like, excuse me.
And he just turns.
You're the stone.
You like
turner.
everybody just like
I know this all really sucks, and we're all stuck in this bullshit meeting, but can we maybe just like,
there is a bright flash of light, Walker.
Flashbang.
And you come to. You're in a hospital bed?
yeah.
You got a massive headache. Everything's fuzzy. And as things are kind of coming to, you hear a machine going off. A nurse rushes to you. "He's back! He's back!" And like doctors start rushing in.
Someone fucking decked
Yeah,
you.
what?
Kite, Bigums, you guys are big chillin' at UA. You are getting ready for your night out on patrol. You were just about to leave the gates of UA. Bigums, you have headed back to your apartment as the school no longer has restrictions on keeping people in the dorms.
They're gonna keep me if they wanted.
Mood.
And you are on the bus when everybody's phones go off. It is a national emergency, an immediate shelter in place, as multiple explosions have rattled through different places of the city, including the Public Safety Commission headquarters.
They bombed the meeting.
Can I call Walker?
That's so clever.
You call and the line is not on.
Does it go to voicemail?
It does not. No, it is like this line has been
Disconnected.
disconnected.
Bitch, can't even harass him when he got blown up.
Immediately following that, UA goes into lockdown. Just as you're about to go through the gate, it just right in front of your face. You get a call immediately from Principal Nezu that you are required to return to UA for this shelter in place and to get here as fast as possible,
And he knows your quirk.
non-restrictive.
But what about Shayla?
Sheila?
Don't worry about it.
You'll be released shortly. It should be no more than a couple hours before they can like figure something out. But you need to return.
All right, fine. Be there in a second.
You guys zip back to you zip back to UA.
So fast.
It is a couple of hours. Some information about Sheila. How much information do you wish to discern to the viewers about Sheila right now?
Yeah, she's my pet. I brought her from America.
She's your pet that doesn't need fed every day.
Yeah.
We'll go that far.
Yeah. Bitch and a half to get through customs.
Mucho dinero.
A lot of bribes paid.
As you are going through UA, explosions after explosions. Major news outlets are destroyed. The Public Hero Safety Commission is leveled. Multiple police stations across the nation have been hit. And shortly after, a news broadcast goes out. A woman, a reporter, if either of you watch Japanese news, you don't.
Is it the Guiglione?
It is not Guiglione.
I don't
Like
know.
I kind of understand
Yeah,
Japanese, but like
Subtitles help.
She's a
subtitles help a
relatively
lot.
she's a relatively popular one. Let me see if what's her
Megan Squiglione.
I don't have her real name written down on my little list. But she introduces herself and then says, "But some of you may know me by my other name, Curious.
George?
We are the Meta Liberation Army and would like to inform everybody that you are perfectly safe now. Everything is okay. Feel Good Incorporated and associated companies are stepping in to ensure the safety, security, and safety of Japan. Everybody, please remain calm as we disperse assets in these trying times. The next couple of weeks may be chaotic. We recommend strongly that everybody remain sheltered in place. We also wish that all heroes, through the Public Safety Commission, come through and re-register with us before taking any kind of action, as we do not wish for anything to get messed up and lost in translation. I believe very strongly that we are all on the same side here, and that we can pull through this national tragedy together, and that though most of our government may be missing, we, the people, and the Feel Good Incorporated and associated companies can band together and put Japan back and make us whole again. People of Japan, thank you." The news cuts.
Are we in like a room with everybody?
Yeah, you would be put in the 1A dorms. Most of the kids still live there. I assume you still live there, as you have no family money and a crippling gambling addiction.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
no money, no family, and gambling again.
No family.
Goddamn.
No money. No bitches.
God damn.
Is Momo there?
Momo is there, yes. Almost all of 1A. All of 1A barring, 4 students, is 5 students. Midoriya is missing currently. Are present.
Ito and Todoroki were at the meeting.
Ito and Todoroki
And Uraraka.
and Uraraka
That's right.
and Walker.
Yeah.
Softly.
I'm just gonna stand up like an asshole.
Yeah.
You're smart.
She looks confused for a second, and then you see the immediate look of like, oh fuck, here it comes.
Who are they?
I'd like to know too. As he's like swinging from like a banister.
Feel Good Incorporated was the company that sponsored Ito, sponsored a good couple of us and took us to that Island Expo last year. They're a big company. They make defense gear, support equipment.
They bought her. A
Most
coffee
of
machine.
they own associated companies. They run the training facility, the virtual training facility that we've all used.
They sponsored
built
Zhao too,
nearby.
right?
They did not sponsor
No.
Zhao. No,
Okay.
that was the Junior
Oh, that's right.
Olympiads.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Basically, their CEOs, their cabinet of shareholders, probably run just about all major companies in Japan at this point.
Trying
So let me get this straight. So
Oh, they
Bunch
run
of
the
rich
training
folk
facility that I
just
took you guys
took
to.
over the country. Is that am I understanding correctly?
And at that point, Aizawa kind of comes into the room and he goes, "Not under our watch."
just
Let me
scratching
at
my head in the corner.
Let me at him.
Ito said something about them. Why don't I remember?
Bigums is li-
Why didn't I care?
They had the training facility too. They were
Bigums is
on that.
quite
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
the
virtual training
vibrating with
facility.
anticipation. He's like buzzing across the floor.
Were they bad? Is Kaminari distracted?
What does it
I
matter
say
if
out
they're
loud, and I look at Kaminari.
He looks at you.
Not distracted. Don't do it.
Christ. Guys, the couple of days following are confusing. There is a lot focused on rescue and recovery efforts as these collapsed buildings and these explosions are investigated. Heroes are deployed to the areas. They are removing rubble. They are trying to find people. All the rescue specialists are out and about. You guys are available to mobilize to this, but it is currently, they don't really know what's going on. You don't know who the players are or where they're at. And so this is rescue only.
I'm down.
Yeah, you
Wandering
guys
around going, what did she say?
You find yourselves at the remains of the Public Hero Safety Commission. Yep. Digging through rubble, trying to find things. Pro heroes are coming in and out. Sidekicks coming in and out. People are being found. People are being moved to triage. Bodies are being found. Limbs are trying to be associated, to be identified. As you guys are kind of working through, a pro hero slides gracefully up to you. Hello, young heroes. It is this weird barrel-chested man. He's got an arrow insignia, slide and go. He's like this B-class, out in the country kind of weirdo. His quirk is that he just gets to move in directions freely.
Right on.
You two are UA students, are you not?
Like digging through rubble.
Look up. Holy fuck.
How did you get here?
I found a tooth.
How long have you been there?
I just got here and started talking to you.
No,
Sorry
this
if
guy. I saw you.
I've been around.
I guess that's not important,
Look at his tooth.
bro.
Oh,
The
sorry.
kosher or something.
Toss it back into the pile.
Yeah.
Bro. Litter.
yeah, and at that he's like, actually you're supposed to collect those, and he reaches down and picks it up.
Eats it.
You two are UA students, correct? I recognize you from TV from last year,
Mm-hmm.
and you're hanging out with him and in the uniform.
Yeah, I'm a new guy, Tyrone Biggums. Pleasure to meet you.
Slide and go. It is truly an honor.
Come and go.
You must be the new.
Dumbest hero name award goes to.
Just fucking wait.
Ian took offense to that
Yeah.
statement.
Challenge accepted, bitch.
You run to a hero's name is just fucking Carrot.
You must be an exchange student. That's a very interesting accent.
Yeah, it kind of gives me away.
Plus the English.
Fair enough.
I
I'll do
believe,
it.
and he like effortlessly reaches into a pocket and he pulls out these 2 little books. I believe that you both could benefit greatly as young heroes by reading this.
The Bible.
I'll trade you.
You give them the dummy amputations for dummies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I'll take it. What
Yeah,
is
what do
it?
you give us?
It
the
is
Book of Mormon.
it is the Book of Destro, right? It is the Meta Liberation Army's
Big yikes.
info guide.
Oh, I did ask about this. The
Yeah,
Fates guide.
his little communist manifesto.
Wow.
Yeah, totally. But I'm kind of busy, and I'll just put it in a pocket.
Yeah, for you it's in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Basically nothing.
Yeah, I'll put it in my cargo shorts.
And the guy goes, "Cool," and slides off.
I'll start reading it.
Yeah.
I asked about this, and it has been delivered.
The fates, man. They're on
Yeah.
your side.
It is at that point you hear an exclamation from Jiro. I found him! And like a couple other UA students come rushing around.
Holy shit, there's more.
And 1A students come rushing around. You find Walker's face.
Oh, yikes!
ain't there supposed to be,
like she is uncovered, and as she digs around and as you guys dig, kids vomit, kids run in terror as his head is pulled from the ground, missing, the occipital lobe all the way through.
What the fuck?
And as she dislodges it, it slowly, like flesh, begins crawling back.
I'm no doctor or anything, but I think he's missing some stuff.
All right. If you can't handle it, just get lost.
You go like pick him up and take him.
Yeah.
You're like, come here, buddy. I'm gonna make you feel better.
Thanks, bud.
Feel
And you take him to the hospital, and people are like freaking out. Probes are getting plugged in and shit.
I was just
That's right. I'm a freak.
Yeah, I guess you could probably just regrow them from.
About a week later, Walker, as you come to in
Holy
the
shit.
hospital. Yeah. UA students are rushing around. 1A, basically the whole class is there, minus 4.
Do I have like little Deadpool baby arms? Is it like
You did. You've regained conscious now, regrown, remade.
there's a printout. Says you owe
fuck
me one.
yeah?
You're having problems textilely, you're having problems moving as like the nerves are there, but they're not
Waking up.
properly
Right.
connected and
Right.
awoken.
Oh fuck!
Your classmates rush around you.
oh,
and
that's like the only like oh fuck.
yeah. Kirishima is like throwing himself on you, crying.
What? I just start like gagging like.
You have nothing to throw up.
But I'm okay, buddy. I'm okay.
There are tears.
Ugh.
You see Jiro in the corner, just with this haunted expression
Why?
on her face.
What? Why is everyone all? What?
You were just ahead. You were just ahead.
No, I was sitting in the back of the room. Actually, what?
Yeah, the students sporadically at first, but slowly as they kind of like gain composure. Ida
What?
comes in just with this like horrid look, silences everybody. Walker, you died.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
You were blown to smithereens in a terrorist attack on the Public Hero Safety Commission that happened simultaneously with many other key locations in Japan. The government has been crippled. Everybody is in disaster relief mode. And a cohort of companies have declared themselves in control of the situation.
what happened to everyone else in the building?
You were the only survivor we found. We're still working, though, to identify and confirm there were there were a lot of people in the building.
There were a lot of pieces too.
And as DNA testing comes in, we're getting confirmations. Gang Orca, Edshot, Star Saber, Endeavor have all been identified. And you see his stoic facade starts to break down and tears start to well in his eyes. They have also confirmed Uraraka, Todoroki, and Ito.
Can I get a cigarette?
They all kind of look at each other.
Like, okay, no fucking smoke.
There's no smokers here.
Be right back. There's a cigarette in your hand.
Some CNA like 3 floors down. I was like, hey!
It's lit. It's almost done.
New guy? Have we met yet?
Yes. Yeah, you would have met.
Okay.
You would have done a little bit of training and stuff.
And while they were informing you what was going on, like, I was very intent on, like, just poking you, because that shit was weird. You were ahead, like, a week ago.
Yeah, as you guys were like visiting, and it was like Deadpool style, like little baby neck sprouts and then little buds that have the fingers, and it just kind of like grows out from there. They had like this feeding probe just plugged directly into his neck, and it was just putting calories in.
Well, I need a cell phone. I need my gear and a lot more cigarettes. In no particular order. Just like shock
Yeah,
cocaine.
doctors come in and they're like, but first he needs rest, and they're like kicking students out. You guys have more hero work to do.
They have to kick Bigums out like 4 times.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are being soft deployed all across as things are getting found out. Pro heroes are active, but once again, still in like disaster relief mode, as it seems like nothing major has developed yet. Walker, as you're in the hospital, coming up on release day, the middle of the night comes, and you are visited by a couple familiar faces.
3 goats.
One turned out to be your couch hiding in the corner. Proxy, as you take shape. Gruesome lets himself in through the window.
All right, fellas.
Had so many people sitting on me today.
Hey man, we saw what's been going on. We've been hearing what's going. We've been seeing things. What's up with the heroes, man? Why aren't they doing something? What's going on? Everybody's this. It's the stalemate. Who's
You know, I've been dead for a week, so I'm not super caught up on current affairs.
right. We had forgot that, but that's why we're here. We're here because of that. We're here because we need you back. We're gonna figure things out. We got to find things. Things are gonna be figured out, man. We're gonna go about it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
We're gonna find these guys because like the heroes, they can't be trusted, right? Obviously, otherwise they'd be doing something.
no, you're right. Yeah, no, I think I'm just,
Kind of been a long day for you, huh?
yeah, my
I need a second.
my ex got blown up.
At least she was an ex.
It sounds great to us. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that.
Couple of my friends died.
That's less fortunate.
So,
I haven't had an ex, but I've had friends now. Thank you.
so yeah, no, you're sorry. I'm just, yeah, no, fuck these assholes. Like, yeah,
when you're ready for vengeance, and he hands you just like this dirty flip phone.
oh, fuck. There's one of my three needs taken care of.
Is that
Yeah,
even
man.
charged?
Hey, we've heard some rumor. No, it's not charged. No, that battery's dead as fuck, and he does not hand you a charger. figure it out. There's something going on. There's
Yeah,
We-
there's a hostile takeover of the whole country.
no, we've been out, we've been about, and there's something that's been going on in secret. The prisons have changed, man.
The prisons have changed. What do
The
you mean
prisons
the
have changed. The people,
changed?
the staff, the staff at the prisons have changed. There's different people. There's different people at the prisons. The prisons are different. Okay, and there's been prisoners in the yard, right?
Well, there's always prisoners in the yard.
No. They've got that. They're in the look, costumes. They're in costume.
They're not real prisoners.
Okay.
That's what
so-
it is.
So why would there be fake prisoners in a prison yard?
No. They're the real prisoners. They're the real prisoners, right? They're the guys that were locked up, but now they're in costume and going about. I think something big's about to go down. I think they're starting to phase 2 soon. They've got something else.
Like they're gonna break the prisoners out.
Whoever they are.
Okay. I'm gonna look around the room. Like, am I hooked up to shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Am I like fine now?
Yeah.
You're tired, probably.
Yeah, you're bone tired and sore as hell.
You guys got a car?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I got something better.
He's gotten a lot better at driving.
Moped.
What does he have that's better than a car?
It's a little cramped, is what it is.
All right. I'll just get out of bed and start fucking pulling shit.
Yeah,
out and-
there's just this little bit of like nee, and Grisman's just like, oh, and he like flips off
That is put my fucking
some of the
like
machines, you know.
put my fucking clothes back on and like I guess
Rusty
like
just kind of
fucking
glances out the window.
Oh,
to
like
make
I
sure
don't
what's
like
coming.
have got like
Yeah,
hospital
you
clothes.
see a little bit of attention coming your way. You
Okay.
gotta move soon.
Yeah.
Step 1, I
the
need to
fuck
hit
out.
up well, yeah, step 2, I need to hit up a JC Penney or something.
I don't feel good about robbing.
We have
clothing
extra
stores.
clothes.
They're a $1 billion corporation. What do you give a fuck?
Are they?
It's JC Penney.
Why do they have penny in the name if they're worth billions?
I'm not arguing this conversation with you. Come on, we're leaving.
Yeah, you get out the window and
The
You-
boys are back in town.
you bail with the crew.
What the fuck am I gonna do? Stay here?
Guys, we're ending a little early tonight. But Walker, as the day ends and the morning rises, the prison doors are opened and select groups of villains sympathetic to the cause or at least willing to just put in the work are released back into Japan and the problems begin. Guys, thank you for joining us for session 0.5 of A Gruesome Tale. When we come back next week, we begin. Good night and goodbye.
Bye-bye. Whoa.